What's up everybody, cilinixfxcapital here. Are you tired of missing opportunities and losing money while trading in these markets? Then I might have the solution for you. For those of you who don't know, we run the Cilinix Signal and Premium group, in which I not only share my own trades, so profitable signals, but I also give you 24/7 mentoring to actually become a better trader yourself, and you gain access to a trading guide with multiple strategies and basic beginner tricks to actually become a profitable trader yourself. If you're interested in that, links will be down in the description or in the pinned comment, and make sure to check that out right now. If you join through Telegram, there's actually a limited time only lifetime offer in there as well. So check that out and hopefully we will connect. Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video right here in your weekend update for now on XRP. We're going to do a full update on XRP. XRP has been very stable right now. Basically when we're talking about the technicals, I mean you can see right here that yesterday obviously was very volatile with non-farm payrolls coming out, with the unemployment rate, which initially caused some euphoria. But then afterwards, when the dust kind of settled of the news, people started to be a little bit more fearful because unemployment rate is rising, recession fears, whatever. Personally, I think it's fine, and ultimately I think XRP has been fine as well. Something that's interesting though is that XRP, when you like when we compare short-term price action, because on the higher time frames, honestly, it kind of feels like we're still in summer markets, right? Because on the higher time frames, not much is happening. If you look at the 12-hour time frame right here, XRP is at this point of time is at exactly the same level as it was last week. So not much has happened. I do think we're going to get bigger moves, moves like we also had at the beginning of August, but also July, etc. Hopefully they're going to be positive. Hopefully they're going to be bullish. At this point of time, that is my expectation. But if we really zoom in, what you can see is that yesterday when XRP dropped down, and right now I'm forgetting that, or I realized that I forgot to say something in my Bitcoin video. That's not nice. It was quite important data, but okay. So XRP dropped down, of course, yesterday after the recession fear kind of kicked in. That was after the US market opened. But you can see we actually got all the way up to the 90-day rolling VWAP again from the 7-day rolling VWAP. Very good recovery, better recovery than most cryptos. And then obviously Saturday started, the US started to sleep or went to bed, and since then volume has been very low and we've been very stable. Now that stability in general, I think, was to be expected. Yesterday in the video we actually, and by the way, we'll talk about some important fundamentals at the end of the video. But yesterday we already said that it was most likely we would kind of bounce between the 90-day rolling VWAP at 2.87, which is our main level that we need to break above for some more recovery, and the value area high, the previous one, around 2.78. And I thought yesterday we had a good chance to break above that, but ultimately XRP, for better or for worse, is just very stable right now, and I think it's most likely we will remain ultimately in this stability right here. Now, because it's the weekend and liquidity will dry up, I think we can have some volatility outside of it as well, but ultimately I think we will still stay within there and ultimately gravitate back to the center of that brief consolidation right here, or tight consolidation around 2.82. And then I still do think we're going to get a move into the higher liquidity zones right here at 2.95 and $3. I'm not that fearful for a recession. I think the fundamentals around the markets are still good, and we have some you know, XRP, I still do think we're going to get some bullish moves because of the fundamentals for Ripple, right? I mean, when we're talking about the Ripple ETF, personally, I don't think that's fully priced in. And then something that could happen, and that's what I wanted to talk about, is this. Maxwell Steen of Blackrock Digital Assets actually is attending the Swell conference, which is going to be interesting, right? I mean, one of the ETF applications that we are still missing for the Ripple ETF, which would basically increase the probability of getting a Ripple ETF to 99%, is Blackrock, right? And actually getting that Blackrock XRP ETF application, which is a possibility, would be great, and that would probably well, in the current circumstances, that would most likely create a bullish breakout. But in general, regardless of the circumstances, I think that's going to be very bullish for the price short term. So that is something to keep your eyes on. I don't think this necessarily means that they're going to do that. I think BlackRock only goes for the application when it's very certain that that's going to be accepted. And I'm not certain that that is on the short term. So I think we'll have to wait for that, but there are still some great fundamentals in the future for Ripple, which is great. But short term, I don't think we need those fundamentals even to get some more recovery, at least, into the higher liquidity zones and the 30-day rolling VWAP at $3. So that's still what I expect. That's what I think you need to know for now. So thank you for watching, everybody. Take care and bye.